Okay, so this is a bunch of the stuff that I got so far to put on the TW. I got some Tusk handguards, real nice thick aluminum, so if I drop it, hopefully I won't break my brake levers off. Nice handguards, you know, protect you from the brush going down the trails. Real nice setup. I got some real nice foot pegs, a little wider, from Tusk brand as well. A lot of the guys seem to be pretty happy with these. Nice machined billet aluminum. I got some fold-away mirrors. These are pretty cool. I don't know if you can see these in the picture or not. They're going to be kind of hard to see, but right there, these will actually fold in over the headlight, and then you can fold them back out when you're back out on the street. So you don't have to take your mirrors off. You don't have to worry about breaking them off. These were a little expensive, but they're so cool. All metal housing on the mirror part itself, you know, and then the plastic clamp and everything. Really, really nice. And then I got, let's see if I can get this open. I'll probably do this today. I ordered from Bradley Performance. This is a fender kit, and what this is going to allow me to do is to raise the fender up just a little bit. I don't want to go up real high with it, but I do want to get a little more clearance on it. I'm not really a fan of the high mount fender. A lot of guys go with that, but I'm not super crazy about that, just because then it has a tendency to fling more mud and crud all over the engine, and I just want to raise it up just a little bit, and I'll bring you over here and see if I can show you that. And what you're looking at is these little spacers just go right in here, and all it's going to do is it's going to raise this up about an inch just to give you a little more clearance in here so it doesn't get all packed up with mud. Okay, so since I figured this is going to be a super easy modification, we'll go ahead and do this one. All you need is a 10mm wrench or a 10mm socket, and there's 4 bolts, and you loosen the 4 bolts. And the thing that's really cool is the nuts are captured onto the bracket, so you're not going to lose those. It's just a matter of pulling the bolts out. And a lot of guys, like I say, they go with these aftermarket kits that raise the fender up to here, but I just think it allows too much crud to be thrown onto the engine, so I'm just going to raise this up a little bit. So if I get the kit, what did I do with it? I think I left it over here. So I got this from Bradley Performance, and this is supposed to raise it up about an inch. Actually, I think it's a little bit more than that. Shout out to Bradley Performance. They got all kinds of stuff for these bikes. They're big enthusiasts of the TW. He makes things for other bikes too, but he makes a lot of product for the TW. Now, just for the heck of it, these are little plastic bushings, but I'm going to measure one and see how long it is. It's advertised as 1 inch, but if I come in my garage, no, it's exactly 1 inch. All right, true to the advertisement. 1 inch don't seem like a lot, but I think you're going to see that it's going to really change the look of it. Also, when you ever put hardware on your bikes, use some blue thread locker. Blue is removable. Let's see, is this one open? Alright, I'm going to pause. Okay, it's kind of a weird bottle. Took me a minute to figure out how to open the bottle and get the Loctite to flow. So, this is one of those places where you could probably use 3 hands, but I think I can suffer through it. There we go. So I'm just going to get these started finger tight, just enough till I get everything in place. I'm going to save the old hardware in case I ever want to go back to stock, but not likely. So you can see I got blue Loctite on the threads. Can't really call it Loctite. Loctite is a brand. Just call it, I'm going to be politically correct, thread locker. Because essentially that's what it is. There's a lot of different brands out there. Yeah, I already like the look of that. Just gives a little more clearance, so you know when you're trail riding you get off into the mud that it doesn't get all packed up with mud. Now the back one on this side is a little bit more difficult to get at because your speedo cable and brake line is kind of in the way, but there again, I'll suffer through it. This is like super simple. That's why I said, you know what, I got a little time this afternoon, I'll go ahead and do this. Get it started. Now it's just a matter of snugging up all the bolts. Same thing, it's 10 mil. And so you don't have to go really super tight with this. Just get them snug. Like I say, it's only on a plastic spacer there, so you don't got to go gorilla tight with it. The blue Loctite or the blue thread locker is what's going to actually hold it in place. Just get them snug. Come around to get the back one. And there we go. That's all there is to it. So that changes the look a little bit. Gets a little more clearance, but yet the bottom of the fender still comes down low enough to where it should keep a lot of the crud off the engine. Of course, when I put the skid plate on, that's going to help with that as well. Okay, so since I'm on here playing around, let's do this next modification, which is foot pegs. You can obviously see the difference in the size of these foot pegs, and this here is another easy one. And these tusks are really nice. They're machine built aluminum. Tells you this one's for the right. That's kind of cool. The hard part is going to be, and I say that with a certain degree of humor, is getting this cotter key out of it. Now try not to get my fat head in the way, but I make no guarantees on that. And there's one side loose. Squeeze these together. Rotate this around, it should pull right out. Now if these were older, I would change these, but Now it's just a matter of taking this pin out and not losing the spring, which is right there. Okay, so you get the little hooked end is going to stay up on top. Let's see if we can get this back in here. Is this going to be another one of those things where I need 3 hands? Nope, fits right in. Wow, fits really nice. Is there a hole that this has to go into? Yes, it appears. Okay, get the pin back in and push the spring down a little bit to get the pin to go. Come on, baby. There it goes. It's got to wiggle. It's under some spring tension now. Come on. I got one side in. Push down on this. Oh, I see. There it goes. Ah, there it goes. Now, put the cotter pin, does it folds up? Yep. Put the cotter key back in, cotter pin, whatever you want to call it. I think I'm going to rotate this around. Go from the top. There we go. That's more glitter. Now let's spread this. Can't really see with the camera right here. See if I can lay down. Oh yeah. That's better. Now this should give me a little more of a perch to stand on than them little tiny foot pegs. Alright, there's one done. Man, those are nice looking. Let's see if I can give you an idea of the difference of the size of these versus the stock. There's the stock. It's like half as wide. So I doubled the size of it. Let's see how it feels on my foot. Of course, it's going to feel a lot different when I got riding boots on. Around the city, I just wear work boots, whatever. Out on the trails, I'll be wearing riding boots. Oh yeah, that feels nice. Yeah, I'm gonna like that. Everybody was right on that one. Change the foot pegs. So I'll do the other side.